Oh, I am so back! Serious Scramblers is a fast-paced arcade game that's all about managing your way down a treacherous vertical landscape. This game first released in November of 2019, but just scrambled its way onto the Switch on August 27th, 2020. This is an adorably fun and addicting game that is perfect for playing in short bursts or full-on binges. And after playing this game for the week, I have some things I want to say about it. I go by Capture Reviews, and these are my thoughts on Serious Scramblers. And since this game is fairly new, the gameplay footage will be from early on, and there will be little to no spoilers ahead. In Serious Scramblers, there's no real story. It's all about getting your character from point A to point B, and let me tell you, it's seriously fun to do so. I know, I'm the king of comedy. You don't have to say it, I know you're thinking it. There's no jumping, so you have to move your character left or right in order to make it down to the flagpole. Easy enough, right? Fuck, shit, fuck, shit. You know, people say I swear too much on this show, and I just don't get it. Like, I don't know why. Yes, Serious Scramblers provides plenty of roadblocks to try and stop your descent. For starters, the screen is always moving, so you'll have to keep up the pace. If you wait too long to move, you're donezo. But at the same time, if you try to cheat the system and move ahead, boom, also donezo. And there's also sushi monster things, booby-trapped floors, fucking fireballs, and floating mushrooms because I'm pretty sure this is a fever dream. These traps and enemies are all very well made and really spice things up and make your experience all the more challenging. There were multiple occasions of me slamming my head against the desk or grabbing my hair because of these guys. And more variations of these enemies are introduced as the levels progress, helping the game stay interesting throughout. The floors with the timed spikes always seem to be my Achilles heel, and let me just be the first to say, you floors. Constantly moving and floating down the screen was very enjoyable for me. Certain days I would play this for an hour straight, while others I'd get a couple levels in and move on with my day. And that is a great thing. Especially for a game on the Switch, the ability to play in either short or long bursts is something that needs to be praised, and the developer deserves a lot of recognition for that. The simple yet ever-challenging mechanics of this game kept bringing me back, and it was highly addictive. This game is the perfect game to have on the Switch, so you can play it on the bus, in between classes, in between Cafe Mix hate tweets, or on a lunch break. That game lives rent-free in my head, I swear. I will say though, I did grow a little tired of it after a while, but I found myself coming back the next day or so excited to play it more. While yes, this game is only $1.99 on the eShop, I think it could use just a tiny bit more content, but that could be fixed with DLC later or a free update. Along your way, you'll also collect coins in each stage that can be very useful. You can purchase another life right after you die to keep the good times rolling, or you can buy a new character. These characters are more than just fun little skins. They actually provide benefits and are also just sick. Look, I'm a fucking mummy. Some characters boost your speed, some attract more coins, and so on and so forth, but they also have some setbacks to them as well. After defeating enough levels, it's time for you to face the boss, and this is where the game gets very creative and incredibly fun. After completing a level, it turns into a never-ending drop that is incredibly intense and features this disgusting freak coming across the screen constantly. To defeat the bosses, you have to time your falls just right to stomp on them repeatedly until they're vanquished. Boss fights are so intense and brought me so much joy throughout my time with this game. It really helped keep the game fresh after a certain amount of levels, especially since this is an arcade game with only one true objective. And let me also be the first to say, f this caterpillar thing. And as you progress, the levels will get longer and longer, so I hope you're ready. There is also Endless Mode, which is kind of a party mode for this game, and it's a great addition for a game that feels like it could use just a little bit more content. And that is a brief summary of the simple yet very enjoyable gameplay mechanics of Serious Scramblers. This really is a simple game, but the simple ideas here are executed to perfection, making this one hell of a ride. Sure, I did find it a little bit repetitive, but it is an arcade game after all, and the new enemies that kept getting introduced help make this game fresh and fun every level. I can't tell you enough how satisfying and addicting it is to smash a walking sushi or just narrowly dodge a fireball, and boss fights brought me to the edge of my seat and had me fist pumping after beating them. This is a very fun and simple game, and has a beautiful design. Yeah, you see that segue there? You like that? Okay, let's just, next section. Visually, Serious Scramblers is a wonderfully pixelated experience. The 8-bit design is a beautiful throwback and is just full of charm. I love this kind of look for modern games, and I think that Serious Scramblers hit it out of the park. And the little details like the trails of light the character leaves when moving is just wonderful. Seeing this kind of cleanly made 8-bit art style is just beautiful, and I cannot get enough of it. The music in this game is very fast-paced and fits the gameplay perfectly. There's only a couple songs that you're gonna hear on loop, but that isn't necessarily a bad thing. These songs are very catchy and has interactive sound, which is my favorite. So when you die in this game, you'll hear the music slow down like a record, and when you start the level over, the music speeds right back up right where it left off. The cute pixel design and catchy music aren't up to the caliber of a next-gen console, of course, but that's perfect for this game, and they really help bring everything together. So, is Serious Scramblers worth buying? Absolutely yes. No matter which platform you're playing this game on, it runs incredibly well and is an absolute joy. For only $1.99 on the Switch, it's definitely worth buying, or at least using any extra gold coins you might have lying around. The concept is simple and you may find it a tad bit repetitive, but it is done incredibly well, so I'm going to give Serious Scramblers an 8.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed my time with this game, and I think with that low of a price point, you definitely need to check it out. Thank you so much for watching and listening to my thoughts on Serious Scramblers. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.